Hey, beautiful soul, and welcome to the weekly reading for March 27th through April 2nd, which is crazy. We are going to be exploring with tarot and oracle cards the energy and potentials for this week. And we're also going to do some messages from our loved ones in the spirit world. For those that don't know me, I am Joyful Medium Joy Giovanni, and I help people step out of overwhelm and into love through mediumship, healing, and teaching. And people who work with me often walk away feeling connected to something greater than themselves, empowered, and more alive. So let's get started with the tarot. I'm going to flip you guys down. You can see what we're working with here. Okay, I've already got these pre-shuffled as usual. And let's just take a look at our spread here. Interesting. All right. So the first card we have that is, kind of the big situation going on this week is this Devil card. Do not be afraid of this card. Cards in tarot sometimes can look scary. They are not. This card can represent a Capricorn. It's one of the cards that represents Capricorn in the deck. I only know this because I am a Capricorn. But if you look, these people are chained so loosely that they could very easily slip out of these chains. So what are you feeling is, what are you stuck on that maybe you're not so stuck, right? What do you feel is a challenge for you that maybe if you just could look from a different perspective, there's an easier way around it or out of it? Where are you self-sabotaging is the other thing that this can indicate, right? So if we look at what's crossing it or what's blocking it, it is Ace of Swords, a new opportunity coming in from spirit about something that we know in our mind, right? So the swords are the suit of like the intellect, our intelligence, smart choices, right? So, is there a way that you're self-sabotaging and you're missing an opportunity because you are in self-sabotage or because you're in negative self-belief or because you're doing something unhealthy for yourself that is drawing your attention away from this new opportunity? Is there something you're not willing to let go of? It could be a pattern of thought or behavior or belief, and you are missing out because of it. So let's see what else we can know this week. This Two of Cups is a cool card. It's about collaboration. It can be about new relationships or deepening of relationships. It can be about friendship, partnership, collaboration of any kind. So this gal is on water, this gal is on land, showing that they are coming from two different places. They might not be exactly the same, but they can work together in collaboration so well. So are you missing an opportunity to collaborate because of self-sabotage or bad habits in some way? That's a big heads up for us this week. Now, what have we learned in the past that can help us this week? The Lovers. Now, if you guys remember me talking about this card before, this does not always indicate romantic love, although it can. It can be soulmates. It can be that kind of partnership, but it also can be business partners or friends or family relationships. So what have you learned from your relationships that you can use to help you accept this opportunity, this new opportunity to collaborate and quit self-sabotaging, quit making it harder than it has to be on yourself? You've already learned some lessons around relationships in the past, so you don't have to be afraid of the past repeating itself because you're wiser and stronger for it. The King of Pentacles we have at the top here, and if you guys have ever seen me talk about this card before, it's also the King of Earth in the Angel Tarot. This guy has the Midas touch. It doesn't have to be male, can be about a gal as well, or any gender expression. This person has the Midas touch. They really are able to, there's something with this opportunity that's going to unfold for you in a way that's going to bring you things you want, but there's something you got to let go of. There's always a trade, whether it's time or energy or effort, but this feels like it's asking you to let go of, an old belief or an old pattern or a bad habit that is sabotaging you from really embracing this new opportunity and making the most of it that you can. Pentacles often have to do with our monetary life, our material world, right? So house, money, investments, money coming in from other sources. Are you missing something, right? Because you're too focused on kind of being stubborn about something else is really the way this looks. Now, right around the corner, this Four of Wands is interesting because it can be a celebration, like a wedding or a big event like that, a joyous event, but this is in reverse. So is there something that's going to break down that goes back to this? Meaning, like, are you going to pass up the opportunity to go to some big event or celebration because of some hang up that you have that could be bringing in this amazing new opportunity for you? It can also be delays around an event, but there is something, about this collaboration. So maybe you're not going to meet this person that's going to be a new either romantic partner or friend or business partner or collaborator in some area in your life. Maybe you're not going to meet them in the most traditional way that you thought you were going to meet them, but being open to new friendships, new relationships, new invitations, even, I want to say. I wouldn't be surprised if an invitation that you either, this feels to me like it's an invitation either we receive at the last minute or something changes about an invitation or a plan at the last minute through, there's a million ways delays can happen, as we've learned in the last few years, certainly. But just maybe accepting an invitation that you weren't going to. Maybe you're in resistance about an invitation that you received, and the indication is, there's an opportunity here for you to have that can, if you can get out of your own way, can really lead to something amazing for you. So general reading, it'll show up a little different for each, but I would double consider any, invitations that you're given. I might, this just feels like you're in resistance, and I might reevaluate that based on what you've learned in the past and, your own hangups really is what that comes down to. So let's take a look at just a little bit more guidance around this for us. Okay. Okay, here, this is helpful. So this is us, you, me, us in the situation. Release control, surrendering to the journey. This can be one of the hangups that you have that is self-sabotaging, need to control, right? Maybe you're not open to new, completely inspired opportunities that are shock to you or new invitations, but this is asking you to surrender to the journey. Amazing things can come when we least expect it. Maybe, you can release a little bit of control here, because remember, this Devil card represents that Capricorn energy, which in its challenge can be very controlling or, have fear of things that cannot be controlled. So that could be directly tied to how you're sabotaging yourself, or what you can release or look at is, where's your need to control? How prevalent is that in your decision making? And can you just surrender to the journey a little bit more? Other people's influence in the situation. Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. So something's coming in for us here. Each of us differently. Wondrous universe. This guy's a magician, right? So who knows what kind of miracle, what kind of beauty, what kind of wondrous thing is going to appear from left field is how it feels. And that's exactly how often these aces, these new opportunities, new beginnings, new potentials come in. It's just kind of from sliding in from the side. So, external from you, whether it's a person, a situation, an event, maybe that brings something wondrous into your world, look for it, expect it, be available for it, and try to unclench and release a little bit of control so you can actually receive it. Okay, a couple more pieces of guidance. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. You don't need to be afraid if you're in the light of truth, right? So, if anyone doesn't have best intentions, you've got to trust that based on your past experience, you're going to see it. You're going to know it. Whatever this relationship that's maybe getting a little stronger or coming in for you, you don't need to be afraid or try to control every little bit. You do have wisdom. You have been through some things. So don't be afraid that you're, not going to see the truth of a situation. These two are headed in one direction, and he's got the light of truth and is going in a totally different direction. So trust yourself that you're guided, that you have deep wisdom, deep truth, and maybe you're in fear that, you're afraid to take any opportunity because you have this repetitive pattern in your mind of like, I always make bad decisions, for example. No, you don't. Maybe you've made some decisions that didn't work out in the past, but you've learned and you do have the light of truth. So Can you really just continue to discover truth and have some trust? Traveling lightly, simplify your life. So if this is something you're invited to, travel lightly. But simplify your life. Where are you overcomplicating things with either the need to control or the need to overanalyze that might be blocking opportunities for you, the need to be in resistance to anything new that's coming in, invitations, opportunities? Can you lighten yourself a little, travel lightly? And what's kind of interesting is this is the same guy, right? So he's on this road to discovering truth, and then he's a little further down the road and he's realizing, oh wait, I got to travel lightly. And he's just got that one pack. It even looks like a little bit of a different pack than this. So where can you lighten your load? Where are you taking on burden that doesn't belong to you? Where are you challenging yourself in your mind where it's unnecessary? Where are you not just accepting wisdom that comes in, accepting opportunities that come in, accepting invitations? Can you simplify your life across the board in any areas? That's just a little indicator there. Okay, well, I hope this message resonates with you for your week. Let's get some messages from our loved ones in the spirit world. You guys know that I love working with spirit as a part of my work as a medium, but we all can connect with our own loved ones in the spirit world. And let's get some messages from yours right now. We're just going to do 3. And before we look at these, let's just, if you're in a place safe to do so, gently close your eyes, open your heart, take a deep breath. And the first loved one that pops into your mind, one of these messages will resonate from them. I'm going to use this mystical wisdom deck for our clarifiers this week. These are some really beautiful images on this card. Okay. If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. With choices. I can't make this stuff up, you guys. Make the best choices, right? I mean, we've got a lot of choices and potential and ability to release patterns and come to new understanding this week. Your loved one saying, hey, if I only knew then what I know now, I would have lived differently. So where can you live differently? How are you making your choices? Are you making your choices from a place of fear or from a place of excitement and love and trust and, openness and guidance and intuition? That's what your loved one is saying. So I hope you can take that message. Let's see what the second message is. I was met by so many loving people. I love this one. And memories. Cherished memories of loved ones. Wow. So they want you to know they were met by loved ones on the other side. As they cross over, our loved ones are embraced by loved ones that they knew in this life and loved ones that maybe they didn't know. Could be ancestors, right? Generational people that, or people that they didn't come to live this time and that stayed on the other side. So there's this joyous reunion that happens when we cross over, but at the same time, wanting you to know they still have all their memories and that they still want you to be remembering them. Memories, cherished memories of loved ones. They haven't lost their memories of you. The loved ones that were there when they got there hadn't lost their memories of them. And they were met by many loving people on the other side. I was met by many loving people. So, there's lots of love and support. We still get to retain our memories of our loved ones when we cross over. We still get to have those cherished memories, and you still get to have those cherished memories of them now. That will never go away. You won't lose them, and you will be met by love on the other side, just as your loved ones want you to know that they were. And the last one, now I have no pain. With intuition. Trust your intuition. Okay, so your loved one just wanting you to know, hey, stop worrying about me. Now I have no pain, particularly if your loved one had a challenging physical illness or mental health concern. They have no pain now. So they just need you to know, and it's okay to trust your intuition. And that covers, trusting your intuition of when they're near you, saying hello, when they're popping into your mind or saying hello to you in the world, or if there's something that you see that reminds you of them, just know it's okay to trust your intuition and let yourself accept that it's them and they have no pain now. So if you're worried about that, if that kind of plagues your mind or stays with you, please, it's okay. They have no pain now. All right, so I hope that one of those messages resonated with you from your loved ones. Again, these are general messages, so we'll each resonate with them a little bit differently, but let us have our bit of guidance now, our little weekly mantra for the week. Okay, I am the dreamer of my dream. That is you, that is me, that is each of us. I am the dreamer of my dream. So if there's things that you're dreaming or wanting to create, or know that you are inspired to bring into this world, whether it's poetry or art or science, or building, maybe you're a builder, you're the dreamer of your dream. You have the potential to do it, or you wouldn't have the dream to dream it. So I hope this inspires you and resonates with you this week. Happy April. Oh my gosh, we have some really exciting things coming up in the Joy Soul Spa Facebook group. So if you are not already in there, I hope that you will head on in, make sure you enter your email so you can be on my list. There are special things that I send to my email list that I don't post anywhere else. So lots of love, big hugs, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.